Let's hope it's a good one. I've been hearing things that it was good, so hopefully we make a good reaction video. If not, well, I don't know.
Admit to killing Mona? Yes. And they want you to name the person that helped you do it. Well, that's insane. If you do both, they'll give you 15 years. You could be out in 10 with good behavior. But who's that? Hannah Marin.
What the hell? So, I kind of knew that because I saw pictures and stuff of Hannah in jail, but still. Alyssa. I haven't seen her in a while. Why do we always hear crows in the background?
The nurse said Cyrus had a setback. He's in the ICU. Help us. They did a lot of research for his book. Maybe he came across that name at some point.
Book.
They think it's Hannah.
What the heck?
No. It was in storage unit. And Tanner saw Hannah outside the unit that same day.
She's considering taking the plea.
Oh.
So then why is he asking you to dinner and why are you blushing? We kissed. You're happy? You kissed him? And do not look at me like that. And can you please go back and take a look?
Emily, I would remember that name.
No, I know. I promised Hannah I'd help her.
Did she hire you? Or did someone pay you to lie and say that she did? We're done here. An innocent girl was... Hey.
Hi. So what did he tell you?
So awkward.
He wouldn't tell me anything.
Who the hell is doing that in jail?
I want you to move in with me.
His idea was to have Claudius send Hamlet a text.
That would be the director's, who happens to be my brother.
Oh.
You're joking, right?
Very much so.
Awkward. And... Oh, Azriel's not gonna make it in.
You guys were behind me.
Oh snap, there's a camera, of course there is. Oh my gosh.
You've tried every cleanser scrub.
How is A even in there?
Have you seen
Lord.
clear skin?
Well, she really moved on fast. Varjak. Oh my gosh.
Hannah, the cops are probably already on their way here. Look,
M? Oh my god. Oh, she's turning herself in.
have all those threats from A on your phone. She's gonna believe you.
And it's gonna be gone. She's brave.
What do you do?
What the fuck? Of course.
Wait, what just happened? What's happening?
Of course.
Somebody hacked into your phone. They're wiping it clean.
Damn it.
I circled the
Should
entire
like
property.
screenshot the text and print it out. Oh shit. Ah.
Stop picking up.
So, Nealon is Varjak?
No, but he's working for him. All the texts they sent me are gone. Mine too.
So we have nothing to help Hannah.
Just have his name on it. It also has his phone number.
Then they're gonna change their phone number.
He hasn't taken the plea yet.
Huh?
Then why?
Found the clothes Mona was wearing the day she died. And Hannah's blood was on them.
So you lied to keep me here? To keep you safe? Melissa, we just had a conversation about this. We agreed that we wouldn't have any more lies between us. I was... Plea.
So this episode was pretty good. I liked it. It was really depressing, but it was good. One question though. Did we actually find out what's in the barrel? Is that just what they're gonna leave it as, with veins of someone's bones being soaked in acid and they couldn't really tell really what it was? They couldn't get any DNA because it was like so small. Is that all we're gonna get? One question that popped in my mind. This episode is called To Plea or Not to Plea, and that's pretty much what the episode is about. Allie is in jail and she's talking with a woman named Rebecca, which is her lawyer, and basically this Rebecca lady is telling her that her DA is offering her a plea bargain. So basically she has to say that she was guilty and she has to say who was her accomplice, and that accomplice is Hannah, because they found Mona's clothes, and remember how we saw A dropping blood on Mona's clothes, which was Hannah's blood. So Hannah is being framed for murder. Of course, you know, Hannah didn't do that. How are we gonna feel bad for this person? Remember Marlene King said that we'll start to feel bad for this person once we find out. But I mean, framing people for murder, killing people, attempting to kill people. Who the hell is this person? Like, what? Do they have some kind of like mental disability? Maybe that's why we might feel bad for them. But still, this is a little messed up. I just feel really bad for Hannah, because in the end she gets thrown in jail, and not because Allison took the plea bargain, is because they found her blood on Mona's clothes. So now it's like, bam, you know, they found evidence, but Hannah and the girls have no way to prove it, you know, that Hannah is innocent. And so Hannah kind of turns herself in, and she wants to talk to Tanner in the end, and she's gonna show Tanner the text, like all from A, and of course A deletes all her text messages like right before she steps into Tanner's office. It's like, of course they would do that. And also we have the thing with Varjak. Emily goes to talk to Ezra if he knows anything about Varjak, and he's like, that name doesn't sound familiar. Asks her about, what was the detective that Mona hired, and it was something Nealon. I don't remember his name, but he's really like sketchy as hell. And so Ezra goes to see him, and he asks Nealon about Mona and why Mona hired him, or if someone asked him to pretend that Mona hired him. And he just doesn't want to say anything. He was like, get out of my office before I call security. And it's just really shady. And Emily and Arya are waiting outside for Ezra to come out of the office, and he's like, oh, I can't get it out of him. And then we see talking like really frustrated and like in a rush on the phone, and he goes into his car and drives off. So Arya and Ezra and Emily follow him into this really deserted house. Like, there's no one else around, and it's really secluded area. There's like a gate to get in this house. Arya and Ezra are like awkward because they're not really on speaking terms, and Ezra sees Arya's phone light up, and it was a text from Andrew, and Emily's like, okay, we have to go now. And Emily runs out of the car, chases Nealon's car into the gate, and by the time Arya and Ezra catch up, Emily's in the gate, and the gate already closed, so Arya and Ezra can't get in, and Emily can't get out. It's really spooky and scary and sketchy, and Emily decides to check out things for herself, and she's looking in the house, and she sees Nealon like gathering a bunch of stuff from a drawer or a safe. I couldn't really tell what it was. and a few times she almost got caught because her phone was vibrating and she like knocked some stuff over outside. And like this Nealon guy, he like goes out like with a gun and is like, oh my gosh, this guy, why is he carrying a gun? And so Emily finds a receipt outside, like in the garbage can, that Varjak ordered pizza, I believe, and it was a receipt and it had Varjak's name and number. And so Emily has that, because also Emily and Arya's phone got all swiped off, so they don't have any of their texts either. They only have that one text that they got when they got at the police station, which was, let's start off with a clean slate, something like that. What else? Spencer, she's still in London, and we see Melissa and Spencer, they agreed to start afresh, no secrets, and I was kind of happy, like, but I had a feeling that something was gonna ruin that, and then they were gonna be bitter again with each other. So it lasted for a few good minutes or a few hours in PLL time or a day. Spencer, she's getting closer and closer with Colin. I don't like him at all. He annoys me, and I know a lot of people like them together because I saw it on Twitter, and I know a lot of people who just like Colin by himself, but I don't like him at all. He just, I don't know, something just annoys me, like kind of like how Talia annoys me. He kind of asks Spencer out on a date-ish, like kind of like how Spencer really likes Shakespeare, so he asks her if she wants to see Hamlet with him, and then after that they go to a bar and get some drinks, and then they play games, and then when they get home they kiss, which wasn't surprising. I saw it coming. Yeah, and Spencer has a bunch of love interests because she doesn't really know where her and Toby stand, so I don't know if that's the end of Spoby or what. What about Johnny? Like, he wasn't there. Be one of those random characters that disappear. Talia wasn't in this episode either, which I was kind of happy about, but it was just so random. What a random storyline. And then we later find out that Melissa and Mrs. Hastings flew Spencer out to London because they thought that Allie was gonna say that Spencer was her accomplice, and they didn't want Spencer to get thrown in jail. It's not confirmed that she's gonna be in all these colleges. Ren is trying his hardest to get her in. Spencer was like, why do you lie to me? And she's like, I was just trying to protect you, like, you know, the last time. And it was just like, it was just kind of sad. Like, why can't they just get along for once? Spencer, she's leaving London. Towards like the really end of the episode, she's like frantically leaving London because she hears that Hannah got arrested. Also, Arya and Ezra, I guess they broke up. Basically, Arya tells Ezra that she wants to be single when she goes to college. Thinks that's a smart choice, but you can tell he's a little taken aback by it, and it's a little sad. I never really liked them together, but it's still kind of sad. Cyrus was also mentioned, but he wasn't like shown, and he got worse, so he's in the ICU. Probably A did something to him, like we saw in the last episode. Well, she's in prison. A is like, or someone is like sending her A messages. She was in like the laundry room, and she hears like someone like creeping around, I guess. And then she can't get out of the laundry room, and she starts screaming. Her room, her jail cell was like all like messed up, and mattress was against the wall, and when she put it back down, like written in bold letters with paint, I think, or a marker, I don't know, on the wall it said, take the plea. Basically in this episode she keeps going back and forth. At first she wants to take the plea, but then Spencer's mom goes to visit her and saying that no, that's a bad idea, and then so she's not gonna take it, and then she wants to take it, and then she doesn't want to take it towards the end. She finally decides she doesn't want to take the plea because she sees Hannah in jail. That would have been a really, really messed up decision if she decided to take the plea, because obviously, you know, Hannah's locked up for something she didn't do. just feel so bad for Hannah. And a little bit for Allie, but mostly for Hannah. The thing is though, how is A everywhere? It shows Marlene. She said that there's no A team. There's only one A. So like, how are they everywhere? Like, how do they know all of these things? Like, right when Hannah is about to walk in Tanner's office, her phone gets swiped clean. How is that? And it also blows my mind that, like, why didn't they like bring something else besides the text? And yeah, towards the end, Emily shows Ezra Arya the receipt that she found Varjak, and Ezra says like, oh, this could be our proof, this and that. So that's like the only thing that they have, because they don't have the A text anymore. They have Varjak's number, who is A or is working with A. We don't know yet. Towards the end, Emily is calling up the number on the receipt, Varjak, and ringing, and it just kind of cuts from there. I have a feeling that Varjak, it'll be a disconnected number. I just have this really strong feeling. I'm really excited, not gonna lie, even though, you know, we're probably not gonna get a huge clue like they make it to seem, but it's still exciting, yet really sad, because then it's gonna be the hiatus. Also, thanks for watching. My 500 subscriber giveaway is still open, only to the US, so I'm sorry if you live out of the US. I can't ship internationally right now for like bigger items within the down bar. And also I made a Facebook page for my YouTube, like just updates for this channel, like when I can't film, like if something comes up, or like just updates about this channel. And so if you want, you can go ahead and like it. That would be really cool if you did. Bye guys, peace out.